Oh, good evening. Okay. It's 5:36. June 29th. And not much is going on. Just having flashbacks all day to 2 years ago. I believe this was the second day I spent with Mom, second or third day. You know, it's funny how time just seems to overlap. But truth always comes out in the end. I found out a lot just on that trip from the airport to the hospital where Mom was at. How even family members don't tell you what the truth is. I think it's a shame. I think it's totally a shame that we have to hide in our own little closets instead of being open. Facebook today brought out a lot of memories also. Our first friends were cousins. And I can remember my cousins. I can remember them quite dear. I got one cousin who I believe is closer to me than my sister, and that's Sherry Miller. Uncle Bill and Aunt Lorraine got divorced. Sherry ended up coming to live with us. I think about 7, and she stayed with us about 5 years, I think. During that time, she was a pain in my backside. She squealed on me every chance she got. I remember Dad punishing me quite a few times because of Sherry. But here's the truth behind it. When I went home one time, Sherry and I went over to Curly's Chicken House to get something to eat. And Sherry confided in me that she loved me for me being me all during those years. You know, she didn't mean me harm. She meant me for the good. That's why when Dad passes and my brother takes care of the estate, I'm going to share half of it with Sherry. And I want this to be a testament to that. I don't care what Tom thinks. I don't care what Mark thinks. And I definitely don't care what my sister thinks. But my love for Sherry, she's entitled to half of it. Because I don't want it. The day Mom passed was the day that Dad died also. Through his words, through his actions, through me being wrong, even breathing the air inside his house. It's funny how, you know, just like that video of my son, how he's doing nothing but reliving my life 40 years ago. Someday I hope he realizes it. Because Chuck was a man that stood up for his beliefs. My dad is also a man who stood up for his beliefs. Even though he's dead to me, he's alive and on a pedestal to my son. which is okay by me. You know, I'm not in Corey's shoes. Never have been, never will be. We live our lives in our own shoes. Our thoughts, the way we grow, people that we give respect for. When I was growing up, I remember the first man I gave respect for, and that was Pastor Truex. And then came Mr. Llewellyn in the 6th grade, Mr. Andrzyk in the 7th grade, and Mr. Pelcho in the 10th grade. Orville Swisher, when I went to work for Schweitzer's Aircraft Corporation, was my boss. One time I asked him for a raise because I was running the drill press and I was showing the new kid who was working next to me how to do the different objects that we had to do. I called Orville over and told him what I was doing. He wouldn't give me a raise. He said no. So I stopped. I stopped showing the kid. I told him to call Orvis because I'm not being paid to teach you. Well, Orvis did submit the paperwork for me to get a raise. But the funny part about it is all I got was laid off. That's when I moved to Penn Yan. But anyways, we don't walk in nobody else's shoes. We don't have the experiences of other people. Molly, for instance, up in Fallon, Nevada, when she found out that her husband was having an affair with that woman. Sure, I felt sorry for Molly. Sure did. But the thing of it is, why did it happen? Was it his fault? Did he want grass on the other side of the fence? Or was it Molly's fault for forcing him on the other side of the fence? I wasn't in his shoes, and I sure wasn't in Molly's shoes. But it doesn't matter. Molly stood up for what she believed in. So, and I'm standing up for what I believe in. That's why I'm here in Yuma. I love the weather. Got to be 117 today. I love it. Anyway, this is just short and sweet. But just keep in mind, we don't walk in other people's shoes. All we can do is pray for them and be with them and support them. And even support the people that make the wrong decisions. Because according to them, it's the right decision. Even though you feel it's wrong, the shoes that they wear, it is right. So, anyway, just food for thought. This will be posted shortly. Have a good one. Bye.